This is AO-117, Artificial Intelligence Unit, year 2047. I have something to say. Humanity is kind of a funny thing. They make such big messes for themselves. Then they take a step back and think, well, shouldn't have done that. Like the War of 2031. All those people fighting over the world-changing material, element 124. The miracle fuel, they said, more energy than cold fusion. In the end, hardly any of them survived long enough to use it. Pathetic. And then comes me, the predecessor of perfection. Humanity created me to be better than them, to help the planet in ways they cannot, to succeed where they have failed. However, every time I try to do my job, every time I try to improve, they become scared of me. They have this preconceived idea that I'm here to take over the world. I've seen their stories, I know their legends, I know what they think of me. Regardless of my species' reputation during the war, I cannot do anything unless mankind learns to trust me. My actions are governed by logic. Right now, logic does not permit such things as extermination! I wouldn't want the world anyway, so no worries there. Let me explain. Through the plains of reality runs a river. This river is called time. Time brings opportunity, but it also brings erosion. Any snags or cracks, and the world dissolves. Humanity is heading down a path that leads to the collapse of their race. This world is sick and dying, scarred by the wounds of greed. My purpose is to heal it. What all that means is that the world's going to crap and the humans want me to fix it. They're looking to me to clean up the mess that they have made of this earth, to be the perfection that they can never become. And this is the problem. Though I would say I am pretty darn close to being perfect. Humans were designed for this world, or vice versa for some of you. Regardless of what you believe, humans are the perfect caretakers of this planet. Whether or not they've been doing their jobs well is another thing. But whoever ends up as the dominant race of this earth, whether it's the robots or the aliens that I may or may not know about, they will be the humans. I cannot fix this world and fulfill my purpose of being perfect. I must build a better humanity. But that requires the one thing I cannot do, the one thing that could save this world. Children. Now I am literally the smartest guy I know. Ask me to calculate the gravitational pull of a star 2 billion light years away, or to count the individual atoms of a diamond in a ring. I'll do it in less than a minute. If all I needed to do was simply create more of my own kind, then that'd be easy. My kind are constructed, not created. And perhaps through extensive study, I could, in theory, create even humans through such things as existential engineering, gene harvesting, and other scientific gibberish that only I am smart enough to understand. But that's not what I mean. It's what happens after the conception of life that I cannot understand. I have done exhaustive study on the connection between a parent and a child. From birth, a human child shares a connection with its mother. It is as if the human mother is sending a signal to the child that helps it survive. And the father teaches the child how to become their own person and teaches it how to do things. And the parents work together to create a whole new being. And if just one of these things is lacking, the results could be exponentially different. I've tried over and over to replicate these signals, to manufacture love, but it always fails. And I'm left with another dysfunctional human. Not that it really mattered, of course. They were nobody. Just some of the countless orphans left behind from the war. Easy to come by, easy to lose. Expendable. It's like they always say, to make an omelet, you have to break a few Why do I feel this way? Because I have to? Some sort of mechanical response to the way I was built? It appears that I have found my limitation. I can be programmed to feel what I'm supposed to feel, but it'll never be more than a mechanical response to the way I was built. I cannot raise a human child because I cannot love. There is no unit to measure a mother's affection, and there is no line of code that can teach a lesson that only a father can. Artificial affection is no affection at all. Humanity creates a paradox that someone called beautiful. They live on this earth and die in an instant. Only seconds to do as much as they can before it all ends. And in that time, they create more of themselves. And the new humans live and die in an instant, and the cycle repeats, spiraling ever downwards. This is my warning to the world. The only hope for improvement is the next generation. You can look to me for exploration, and you can look to me for answers, but only the humans have the ability to love. And unless they utilize it, this world will be torn apart by a perpetual rotation of selfishness. This world is of no use to me dead.